If you follow me and my work, you already know that I'm a strong believer in having as many stress relieving tools or stress relieving options as possible. After all, we want to have the right tool for the right stressor, for the right situation, whatever the case may be, because the right tools will likely yield the best results. And when it comes to stress management, we want to get the best results without having to expand unnecessary time and energy. This is where that proverbial toolbox filled with a wide variety of stress management tools comes in handy. But something else you may want to consider as you're exploring different ways of addressing stress in your life may be looking into other cultures and learning how other cultures deal with stress. It's so easy to get caught up in the way that things are done in our immediate environment that sometimes we may be missing out on some great opportunities for stress relief and stress management, even stress prevention in many cases. This is why today I want to encourage you to take a page from other cultures' books, so to speak. So let me give you an example of what I mean. And by no means is what I'm going to suggest to you an all-inclusive list. This is just a small sample of what we can embrace, what we can learn from other cultures as a means of improving our own abilities to manage stress more effectively. You may have heard of a practice of forest bathing. This is something that was introduced to the world by the country of Japan. Forest bathing, in a nutshell, involves spending time in nature, whether that's a forest or a park, whatever is most convenient or whatever is accessible to you. Leaving technology behind and simply allowing yourself to experience nature, to be part of nature as a way of finding peace and calming yourself, finding a way to relax and let go of your stressors. Whether that means walking in the forest, whether that means finding somewhere to sit, whether that means going alone or going with someone else who has the same agenda or the same intention for the experience. Forest bathing can be a wonderful new way of reducing stress and preventing stress and how you react to stress, improving how you react to stress in the future. So this is just one example of a practice that you may not have been aware of, but that other cultures have embraced and enjoyed its benefits. Sweden is reported to take what's known as slow coffee breaks. And this is just what the name implies. Taking your time to enjoy, whether that's a coffee, whether that's a tea, whether that's simply some water. Take a slow break, not one where you're rushing, not one where you're multitasking, not one where you're trying to accomplish different things all in one, all at once, but rather take a slow break, a true break. This is another one where I would suggest leaving behind technology and simply focusing on your coffee or your tea or your water, whatever the case may be. Some other cultures engage in intentional, purposeful breathing, or as many of you know this idea or this practice, of breathing exercises. So whether you engage in a structured breathing technique or simply find a quiet space, you can be sitting down, laying down, walking, whatever the case may be for you, but simply pay attention to your breathing. Let that be your main focus. And again, it doesn't have to be a structured breathing exercise, although it can be. But the idea is to reconnect yourself with your breath. Breathing is something that we do automatically, that we do all the time, and that is required for us to remain alive. So why not take some time to reconnect with that automatic act of breathing? Let it be your focus. Let it be a way of calming yourself, of relieving stress, of recentering yourself, and building up your resilience to stress and its effects. Some cultures may focus on connecting as a way of combating stress, whether that means connecting with a loved one, a family member, a friend, a pet, whether that means connecting with nature, whether that means connecting with something that you love to do or experience. Maybe it's a hobby. It could be something such as reading. It could be something such as creating art, doing something with your hands. Maybe it's writing. Whatever the case may be, connection, connecting to people or animals or plants or environments or things or activities that bring you peace, that bring you joy, that allow you to feel at peace. That can be very helpful when it comes to being able to manage stress effectively. Some people even focus on coziness or experiencing something such as coziness. That could be a blanket, a soft blanket, wrapping yourself in a soft blanket. That could be curling up by a beautiful fireplace, by a warm fire. That could be having a cup of warm beverage, maybe a tea or a coffee or a hot chocolate. Whatever the case may be for you. What does coziness mean to you? But when you think of coziness, think about this right now. When we focus on getting cozy, being cozy, staying cozy for a little while, it makes it so much more peaceful. It's kind of hard to worry and focus on stressors when you shift your focus to coziness instead. So these are just a few ideas of how people around the world deal with stress and what they do to build up their own resilience to stress and its effects. So, just as I always encourage you to add more stress management tools to that proverbial toolbox of yours, today I encourage you to explore what people around the world do and add into your own experience those things that interest you, those things that make sense to you, that appeal to you. Remember, we don't have to be limited to those things that we are exposed to only in our immediate environment. We live in a world that is connected by technology that allows us to explore, experience ideas from around the world. So why not do just that when addressing effective stress management? If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the links below.